We have people all over the place. We have people spread out in the back rooms. We have people on Facebook. We have people on YouTube, and we have people on replay. So right now we have coming up is Raphael Weisman, who's a actually channels the angels. Lives in Santa Fe, and he's known as the Santa Fe Shungite Man. And he's with Donnareyna Sessler, spiritual oracle, gemologist, solutionary, who's with him in Santa Fe. She just arrived yesterday. And tonight they're going to be talking about the healing power of Shungite and crystals and channeling the angels and whatever they want to talk about for the next 25 minutes. Raphael Weisman is an author. He's a retired Harp-maker living in Santa Fe and a channel for the healing guidance of the angels. He's a visionary poet, editor, writer, and dancer, hiker, and lover of trees and of nature. He's a musician and loves to sing and jam on flute, harp, and harmonica. He provides Shungite for the protection of EMF as a trainer from EMFs. And as a trainer of HeartThread practitioners, a minister, he currently channels a 13-week online program from the Companions, and he just published his book. And we're just waiting for that to come out. And thank you, Raphael, for being here. You can find him at raphaelweisman.com. And Donnareyna is setting up too. She's a spiritual advisor, multi-oracle, intuitive coach, and reader, a crystal healer channel, and she works with jewelry. She's a jewelry designer, spiritual gemologist. She's known as the Crystal Goddess of New York City. She's a teacher about energy medicine and gemstones. She travels across the world at numerous expos, and she's been collecting gemstones and totems since she's been a kid. And today she's going to be guiding everybody with her wisdom of everything she has to offer. And you can find her at Donnareyna.com. So welcome, guys, to the stage. You got the floor for 25 minutes, and take it away.
Thank you so much. So I'd like to open it, if I may, Donnareyna. You need to unmute. I would like to bring some words of wisdom, shall we say, from the angels, because they want to reinforce how important it is for everyone to take very good care of themselves, especially around their ability to maintain a balance, but also to support their immune systems and keep them strong through healthy practices, through having a practice, through having good, healthy water, eating organic, healthy food. But today, in this day and age, with all of the influences upon us, there has been an opportunity for spirit, shall we say, to bring forth numerous new technologies for healing and for maintaining equilibrium and for protection. One of the major attacks on the human biological system comes from the vast array of electromagnetic frequencies. And this is why we are choosing now to share with you, not just to sell Shungite, but we choose to share with you the importance of using these new products and using that which the earth, Mother Earth and Father Sky have provided in order to keep you safe and protected from this onslaught of tremendous number of frequencies that affect your whole being. So given that, we will talk to you now about the magic, this miracle product that we call Shungite. Donnareyna is holding up a Merkaba. As you could see, the shape can be a circle, a sphere, a necklace, a pendant, a Merkaba, a pyramid. The shape of the Shungite depends upon the power of the molecule called a fullerene, which is the nature of carbon that makes up this particular molecule, this particular product. And one of the things that it does is it reverses negative spins. It reverses the negative thought forms. It reverses the negative impact of vibrations, electromagnetic frequencies of products that are not natural. So having Shungite around and on you is extremely important at this time. One of the other products that I recommend very highly is Nanosoma, and you can look on my website and find out more about that. So essentially, in conjunction one with the other, and with one or two other major technologies that are now available, it is possible to keep yourself safe, to enhance your ability to ward off any intrusion, any invasion on your system. Shungite arrived on this planet billions of years ago in a giant meteor that landed in a place called Karelia in Russia. It's the only place on Earth where it is found in its natural state. It comes in two forms, essentially, as far as we are concerned. One is this black mineral that can be polished and can be turned into, what do you have there, dear? Oh, pendants. This is carvable. It's about 60% of that carbon molecule. The other item is elite Shungite. If you see, I wear this piece that looks very much like coal. It is, here's a beautiful piece of jewelry that Donnareyna is showing you. And it can be just as simple as a small pendant like this, but you could see how shiny it is. It's very different. It cannot be shaped in the same way because this is 90% fullerene molecules. And so I always recommend when people come to me and ask me what should they get, the first thing I will recommend is personal protection. The other thing that Shungite does is it will purify water. And so we have these various plates that you can put under your modem to keep down the frequencies. You could put it under your water, and it will purify the water and remove every single piece of pollution. Essentially, what it does is it will break down the structure of the molecules of any toxicity, and it will turn them into atoms that are no longer harmful to you. They will just get passed through. Donnareyna, would you like to share something?
Well, I wanted to mention that this has been used in water for many, many years, and Peter would give his troops pieces of Shungite for their canteens, and it dispelled dysentery and kept his army strong by drinking Shungite water. And it's easy to even take some little nuggets and put them in your water bottle or in your pitcher. We have several different items on our website that assist the purification of water. And one of the things I remember to do today is to show you a little test. And it's a test of how you can tell Shungite from any other stone, like black tourmaline. And as you can see, the light is on. I am now going to take the connection away. And I have a bracelet that I've been wearing of Shungite, a 10 millimeter bracelet. And bracelets are wonderful to wear for protection. And here you go. Can you tell us about this, Mr. Scientist, and how the Shungite is conductive of the electrical energy that you see now being powered by a Shungite bracelet?
So it's magic. Shungite has this quality of people fall in love with it because it's part of nature, but it also comes from the cosmos. And so it has the quality of being antiviral, antibacterial, antihistamine, anti all of the inflammatory, anti all the things you can think of that are anti. And what it will do, as I said earlier, it will reverse the negative spin of anything harmful. So when you wear it close to your heart, you're creating a field of protection around you. I decided to bring you my little fishbowl. These nuggets are elite nuggets, and you could put them in your water. We have a crock here with a 5-gallon bottle of water that is just regular reverse osmosis water. And any number of different forms of shungite, when you put them in the water, will actually purify that water. And I always, here's some more little nuggety pieces, just polished pieces of shungite, the polishable ones. And
one of the nice things about shungite is that it sweetens the water. You could tell a difference when you're drinking shungite water because it tastes better.
That's right. The other thing about shungite is that if you put a pyramid or sphere, one of these guys or one of the big pyramids, you can see them up there, on your desk, in front of, to the side of your laptop or your desk computer, you'll create a field of protection. Now, the field will vary depending on the size, on the mass, on the weight of the shungite. But a pyramid that is probably about 8 centimeters. Donna, you have one there?
I do.
The small one that I gave you. That one will protect the whole area of your office pretty much.
What's inches?
Pardon?
What is inches?
I would, in inches,
3.
it's about 5 inches. Is that right?
3, it's on our website, but I think it's 3 to 4 inches.
Yeah, there's also on the website, we actually list the field of influence on many of the items where we have the data. But keeping a pyramid of about, let's say,
Size of your hand? The size of your hand, maybe?
Yeah, about the size of my hand or the forefinger, this part. That will protect most of your office. Okay. At least give you a 10 to 12 foot, I'm wondering, feet, a 10 to 12 feet sphere of protection around you. So while you're sitting at your desk, you can also put a circle about this size. They come with a stick-on. This is a 50 millimeter. And we do have a conversion chart on the website. You stick one of these on your laptop, and that will also keep you protected. And then we have the small stick-ons to put on your telephone. And these guys come with a double-sided tape. And I always have one on my phone. I carry shungite on my person, and I have it around. I have a sphere, probably about half again the size of this one. This is 6 size. So I have a sphere that's about 8 centimeters right next to my bed. That keeps my whole bedroom hunky-dory. So I sleep well, and I feel like I have that protection.
And I'd like to say something else about the stick-ons. We call them stick-ons, and they stick on a phone, on a microwave. We have them in 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large. And they also can be put on your head or on your belly. They could stick on your body, especially good for migraines, or to even put 2 on the temples, depending upon where there is pain, because shungite is known to be able to release pain physically and mentally and emotionally. and spiritually. So having shungite can really assist. I like wearing it below the belly because as a woman who sometimes needs grounding, it's one of the more grounding items, grounding stones on the planet. And it also at the same time elevates. So here we are being grounded and being part of the earth and elevating ourselves to be able to receive messages and from the divine. And that makes shungite incredibly magical to me.
And you can also put a little piece under your pillow if you have trouble sleeping. So I think you're getting the energy that shungite is a gift from heaven and earth. And it's only in the last number of years that scientists have actually been doing research with it. The Russians have done it for many years, but it seems like many of the technologies that we need today, let's call it for ascension. I don't like that term overly, but the energy of raising your frequency, of raising your vibration is actually what's going to keep you safe. You can have as many products as you want, but if your attitude and your consciousness are not open and aligned with heaven and earth and your spiritual guidance, then what kind of ascension would you expect to have? So these products are now showing up on the planet, even though they have been here for billions of years. We are rediscovering the nature of what gift Mother Earth and Father Sky have given us, and the way in which we can resonate with them. I give a piece of shungite. I have a piece like this in my pocket. And when I talk about shungite, I'll give it to somebody to just hold for a moment. And they immediately feel, they feel grounded, they feel solid, they take that breath, and they can let go of all their concerns and be in that moment of being grounded in Mother Earth. So there is quality shungite has. It will also realign your chakras. The woman who wrote this book has done a lot of research with cell phones, with and without the shungite protection. And you can actually see how the chakras are out of alignment. And when the shungite is held or is on the phone, or they just hold a piece of shungite, you can actually see the chakras coming back into an alignment. And of course, when your chakras are in alignment, it's going to make you feel better. You're going to be more solid, more grounded, more capable of dealing with the onslaught that is going on today on your biology, on your mental state, and on your emotional state. And it's also very important to consider for the children who are in front of screens all the time and on their cell phones, that you're able to at least provide them with some simple protection. I figured out, and what came when I was asking, was that a little circle like this of shungite around your neck, and your kids could be wearing one of those, will give you at least a 2-foot sphere of protection around you while you're looking at a screen. If you had a piece of elite shungite around your neck, you'd get about an 8 to 10 foot sphere of protection, so that wherever you go, you'll have that. That's one of the reasons you look up there, you'll see all these elite pendants that I have put together with leather, and Donnareyna has a whole selection of incredible chains and jewelry that you can wear, earrings, that will allow you to feel a little better about being able to be in the world and stay grounded. And all you need to do is carry a little piece in your pocket. And every once in a while, when you forget what's going on, you put your hand in your pocket and let that piece of shungite ground you, and it will always remind you to take that breath.
And that is why for women and also for men, because we even have little earrings. When you wear earrings, Shungite earrings, can you show us some over there? And I'm going to show you some over here. Here you go. Earring that we have that is for men and for women. But wearing it in your ear, and these are some Shungite small little earrings. And then we have larger ones, and
And these are elite ones as well. They come as a pair. And these are either 1, 2, or 3 beads.
Triple
2, 3, or
triple balls. And they're graduated beads. And so we have a collection. I'm going to show you some of our Tiffany collection. For instance, here is an amazing earring that is a very high-powered elite Shungite, and we have unique pendants as well as a pendulum.
Donna, you're breaking up a lot. Let me.
And Shungite pendulums are incredibly accurate. Hey, honey.
Yeah, you're breaking up a bit. Yeah, we do. You know, one of the things that I strongly advise everyone is to have a system for checking for yourself. We sell these pendulums. You can, make them out of anything. You can even make them out of a nut with a piece of string on them. But if you use the Shungite, it will enhance its ability. You can also use a system of kinesiology with your fingers. There's all sorts of ways, but it's very important that you are able to test for yourself whether a substance is healthy for you or not. Donna, I want you to also do your little spiel about how you can use the eggs specifically for healing, or the smaller spheres.
Can you also take the wand and show that as well?
Yes.
With good soap and good water, these are insertable, and they assist the healing of the lower parts of your body. Prostate cancer has been assisted, as well as ovarian, and also it's a spiritual way of assisting the release of negative energy from your second and first chakra, and being able to do the hokey pokey with a Shungite wand or egg and turn yourself around, because that's what it's all about.
I also want to emphasize, this is a simple, it's called a tile or a plate, and it's just a 10 centimeter square, about 5.5 inches square.
Turn it around, honey. There you go, because now you're looking at the flower of life, because it's engraved. So Raphael was showing you the back of the Shungite, which also contained white, which is quartz. Right. Shungite is also found with quartz, and the elite Shungite is with silver. It's a silver vein. And usually it's all black. So when you're showing it the other way, Raphael, the other way, that is showing how we sell certain engravings on the Shungite, the Om, the flower of life, the tree of life. Isn't that beautiful? I love that tree.
But you know what? I don't want to just say how beautiful these are. Well, the reason I picked this up and I want to show it to you is because almost everyone has a modem in their home. If you put one of these under your modem, it will actually create a shield of protection that will prevent that modem from accessing and sending out harmful EMF radiation into the whole of the house. The Wi-Fi that's going to come to you will carry information, but it won't have the negative effects on your biology. The other thing that I highly recommend one of these for, besides placing under a water carafe, is if you have one of those portable phones where you pick it up, take it off its base, and you walk around the house talking, the base of the telephone is extremely high in electromagnetic radiation. And having one of these under it will prevent that effect on you. You could also have a little stick-on the phone itself. But the thing is, if you go to the source as close as you can to the source of the harmful radiation that's coming into your home, you have a much better effect on preventing damage to your physiology and your biology.
Yes, and you can also take a small little pyramid or a stick-on and put it on your fuse box. And not only does it help to protect the energy coming out, but it also can reduce your electric bill.
Your car as well. If you put a little small pyramid on the dashboard above an area that's important, like you have the fuse box actually sometimes very close to the inside of the car, and you have this right in the middle of your dashboard. It's like having a plastic Jesus on your dashboard. If you remember that song.
And we have.
I don't care if it rains or freezes, as long as I got my plastic Jesus hanging on
the dashboard of my car. Also, we have 4 different sizes, and we have a large size of a stick-on that you can put that helps with all the towers as you pass some of these new 5G towers when you're driving. So having some shungite in your car can be very helpful, as well as driving with 2 bracelets. So for me, I always have 2 bracelets when I'm driving. It helps ground me and assists me in being able to be balanced as I drive down the highway and the road.
One more thing I'd like to also suggest. The power of the mind is incredible, especially when it's backed by a level of consciousness that's extremely high. If you connect with the grid of shungite that is proliferating around the planet and enhance that and amplify, it's like calling in light and radiating that light, sending it out to touch the souls that are lost or in the dark. What you are doing when you concentrate on that ethereal grid work of shungite around the planet is you're actually enhancing the ability of that positive spin to begin more and more to replace that negative one. So you can send through your mind a message and request from these cell towers that they mitigate the harmful effects and that they amplify the beneficial effects of that kind of technology, which is something you do with your mind. You're enhancing that whole energy of what the shungite is doing for you by amplifying your field and grounding you. So you're actually tuning in to a network of protection that's good for the bees. It's good for all the creatures and the insects and the many species that are being lost to us on the planet. And many of them because of these frequencies and the towers. So it's important to have that positive attitude in everything you do. And having shungite around keeps you positive. I make these necklaces. This is a custom necklace that I absolutely enjoy. I used to build harps. Now I build necklaces, and I build networks, and I build connection. And it's a mixture of shungite and other stones.
Amber and turquoise. And the amber really brings in the light of the divine, and the turquoise is a stone that spiritually is calming and connects us to higher spirit. Beautiful. Thank you for showing us that. I have some things I like to show you also. It's a shungite water stick. We have these available on our website, and it's contains shungite, and it's very powerful, as well as using shungite elite in your pictures, especially your Brita picture or your pure picture. And I'd like to mention something else, that we also have sacred geometry. And I'm showing you a Metatron cube with black tourmaline. Now, I've already shown you how you could tell the difference between black tourmaline and shungite, because black tourmaline does not light up a flashlight. But what it does do is it mentally helps to release negativity. Shungite releases negativity everywhere, and it's a black stone that you can even wear on your heart and on your throat. Most black stones will cut off the fifth chakra, the throat, and the heart, but shungite does not. Black tourmaline is a great stone to wear on your belly. I just wanted to bring that in and let you know that we have a special on 60 different totems of sacred geometry in our little shop as well.
I wanted to also mention the fact that sometimes you can actually get Shungite powder, and you can take that powder. It comes in various sizes of grain, and you can sew it into an eye patch or something. You can put it into clothing. You can use it as a remedial patch to put on an area of pain, like around your knees. They actually sell already made appliances, like a belt that you can get from Russia. But, you know, if you just have that powder, you can do it yourself. If you're good at sewing, and you can get somebody to make you a particular piece of something like you could put over a shoulder so that it would fit nicely, and you have a way to tie it on, it will help to relieve pain and inflammation from that area.
Yes, and we have that available on our website for the back, for the knee, and also something else, Raphael, is that you could take the powder and you can put it in paint, and you can paint your room with the Shungite powder, which really protects. And also, many of you may know about gridding and simple grids, where you put 4 stones on the corner of every room, and using Shungite, even the squares that Raphael had shown you, we have them available plain without even being engraved, and they're very reasonable. As well as, here he's going to get that too, as well as any nugget or palm stone that could go in the 4 corners of the room. It creates a grid that is incredibly powerful and highly protective of EMF rays and waves.
So actually what I went to get is I very, very strongly recommend that you consider investigating nanosoma. It is one of the most incredible healing products on the planet right now. And it's one of my passions once I started discovering how powerful it is. So it's Shungite, it's nanosoma, it's a positive attitude, an open heart, it's a deep breath, it's patience and trust. Will keep you safe, will keep you from getting exhausted and drained. Lots of rest. Shungite will help you with rest. And in fact, if you have a hard time with something, you can get the Shungite powder and make it into a pillow, and you could sit on it. You could put your feet on it when you come home from a long day of having stood, if that's part of your work day. It's actually incredible, the amazing potential that these products, especially the Shungite, has for healing and for keeping you grounded, keeping you safe, and keeping you positive. The whole thing about Shungite, this is the molecule. Let me show you. This is what the molecule of Shungite looks like. It's called C60, and it happens to have, this particular one has 60 atoms all arranged in that grid of pentagrams, pentagons, pentagrams, that all weave together to create a hollow transportation system. So one of the things that that molecule can do is it can take beneficial nutrients and transport them through the cell membrane and feed the cell with those nutrients. So it enhances the ability of the body to heal itself. It's not just something from outside. It actually will help you. And when you're drinking water that has been purified with shungite, you're drinking those qualities that we mentioned, the antihistamine, the anti-viral effects. It also concentrates the vital field, and it balances, it neutralizes the impact of the electromagnetic field, and it corrects instantaneously the influence of left torsion fields. So it is indeed a miracle product, and it's natural, which is one of the most incredible things, because there's many technologies out there that are sold for protection from EMFs. But the reason I like it so much is it's a gift from both Mother Earth and Father Sky. Donna.
Thank you. I also wanted to share that it enhances the lymphatic system greatly, and also your immune system. So during this time, where whether you're vaccinated or non-vaccinated, wear shungite, because it's very important, whatever your choice is, to continue to, I don't like the word beef up, but to expand and take care of your immune system and systems.
Actually, tell them the story.
I do want to say something else, Raphael.
Yeah.
Something else which is very important. Our children and our grandchildren are online, going to school, many of them still during this time. So it's incredibly important with these very special beings that are on the planet to make sure that they have shungite. I like it on the ears, I like it on the body. And remember, the ears, when you're on your telephone and your the earrings, even little studs protect you.
We need to,
and will
Donna, we have 10 minutes
protect
over.
your children with little pendants. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You can bring
Any
it
questions, come to our room 9 and we can answer.
Right. Bring it into room 9 so we can bring the next speaker on the stage as we have Julia waiting, who's going to be doing talking about if you have an uncertain career path, learn how to use numerology and intuition to guide you. And I believe you guys have a door prize, and I don't know what your door prize is, and we can put in the chat from 0 to 100 if you want to win a door prize, whether it's a reading or a piece of shungite. I don't know what you're offering, but whoever's listening who wants to win a prize, put it in the chat from 0 to 100. And I want to thank Donnareyna and Raphael and follow them to room number 9 for more. And they will be here for shopping and Q&A until we close, and then some. You know, most of the party happens after hours, and that I think they have discounts too.
Lots of them.
Lots of after-hour specials, right? So what are you guys giving away tonight?
Don't know what you want to give away. How about a reading from each of us?
For one person?
We can give, why not? Yes, let them be a winner, double winner.
All out. Well, okay, so anybody who's listening, you cannot have won a prize before today. So one person's going to get time for both. I would say 30 minutes and 30 minutes from each of them. You know, split your hour, and you can like go full out and receive what you need to receive. So who's going to write down the number, you or Donnareyna?
Me.
Okay.
Okay.
So do not look at the screen. I'm going to tell everyone to put in the chat from 0 to 100. Practitioners cannot apply, and you cannot apply if you already won something today. So I'm going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to see who has the closest number. So we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And what is your number?
Can you read it?
17.
Oh no! I had 2.
Who?
Okay.
Who said that?
Well, I had 1. Raphael and I are both 8, so I had 88. He's an 8 of diamonds. I'm an 8 of hearts. And he had 17, so why don't we, I guess we're supposed to do the reading. So I'll do a reading for 88, and he'll do a reading for 17.
That's
Okay.
the deal.
Okay, so Lisa got 16.
Wow.
Okay, Lisa got 16. That's close. Lisa Merlot. And you can...
Kathleen got 77.
77 is Kathleen for Donna.
Lisa, make sure you get me a number.
Guys, follow them to room number
Oh,
9.
room 9. Come to room 9, yes.
Yep.